Hello, Medford, and welcome to Campaign 2017, election video number 2. Boston Police Captain Robert Chicolo's son was arrested on or about July 4th, 2015. Boston Police Commissioner Edward Davis, he said his son was arrested February 2013. January 23rd, 2017, Channel 5 sources said, Joe Sacco, son of Police Chief Leo A. Sacco Jr., was allegedly drunk driving. Allegedly. MBTA transit officers picked up his truck and his gun, and a relative took him home. That was July 23rd, 2017. Think about it. Someone had to pick up the police chief's son, take his gun away from him, take his truck away from him, no field sobriety test, no breathalyzer, nothing that you or I would have to go through, but I drink coffee and tea. The chief knows that. I love my Coca-Cola. A friend said to me, Coca-Cola's got a lot of sugar. Allow me my vice, please. I like Coca-Cola. And this is not an endorsement. It's just I like it. But Chief Sacco, I got to understand something here. July 23rd, your son was driving erratically. They took the gun away and the truck away. They didn't say, okay, you can go. No field sobriety test. No breathalyzer. Voila. Gone. No charges. July 31st, a criminal case was pending. It was a trial January 31st. January 31st, it was a trial in Cambridge District Court. Secret hearing, magistrate hearing, so they didn't let the victim of Edward P. Finn, who got slugged by Ed Finn about a year ago. Today is June 14th, 2017. June 16th, 2015, as I went to City Hall to find out why the cameras were not on Rick Caraviello and the cameras were not on Bob Penta, when I talked to Richie, the videographer, Ed Finn comes over and he's interfering. He was eavesdropping on our conversation. I wasn't talking to Edward P. Finn, city jerk. I was talking to Richie, the videographer, and asking why the cameras, during an election, the camera was on Fred Della Russo's seat. So Finn yells out, that liar, that untrustworthy person yells out, Richie votes for Penta. How the hell does a city clerk know who votes for whom? A few minutes later, I'm walking out of City Hall. Finn was down the hall towards Rumley's office, comes running back, yelling and screaming his head off. I stood there like this. Been to this rodeo before. Been to this rodeo before. Stood quiet as a church mouse. He slugged me. Chest bumped me real hard, that big ex-football player. Okay? So I pressed charges. The police wouldn't press charges. The police did a shoddy investigation. And allegedly, it's not the first time Detective Mikowski has done a shoddy investigation. One of my sources said another incident where, I'm not going to say much more because I don't want Mikowski to retaliate on that individual. But I heard that Mikowski didn't do a good investigation in another case. He did a terrible investigation in mine. Intentionally. Allegedly intentionally. So, the election happens. December 8th, the police decide they're going to resurrect a dead case. So January 23rd, 2017, Chief Sacco's son has his truck taken away, has his gun taken away, no breathalyzer, no field sobriety test. 8 days later, I'm on trial for something I didn't do. The judge sent the jury to lunch. My lawyer spoke. The judge said, not guilty. What a buffoon. What a buffoon Rick Caraviello was. Are you one of the top 10 SOBs in Medford? Caraviello was asked. I'm on the list. What a moron. City Council president? This is City Medford. Now, we have other issues with Chief Sacco. The varsity coach. Your son, he walked. And you know, when Chicola, was it, which one of these, let's take a look. Which one of these cases, back to the cases here. Oh, the one in 2015, July 4th, 2015. Well, July 26th, 2015, Stephen LeBert had his little incident caught on dash cam. Now imagine if Ed Finn was caught on camera, like that audio of the Montana guy, Gianforte, right? Slugged someone, a reporter. This reporter got slugged. I was minding my own business. I've been attacked at City Hall multiple times. They want something to happen to me. That's obvious. There's no protection for you. If you criticize Mayor Burke, there's no protection for you. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty. As Director of Personnel, I want to know why, 14 days after Ed Finn slugged me, June 16th, 2015, Ed Finn body slammed me, just like Gianforte body slammed someone. I want to know why. On June 30th, 16 days later, a varsity coach disappeared from Medford High School. The varsity coach. Now, there are allegations that a 17-year-old, or I don't know, was she 17? Was she 16? A teacher and student? Well, the teacher's gone. Where did he go? We know about Jenna Terabelsi, Roy Belson. We know about Mark Smith, Roy Belson. What about the varsity coach? What about the varsity coach? We're going to ask about the varsity coach on the campaign trail every single day. We want to know about the varsity coach, what Mayor Burke knew and when she knew it, and if Chief Sacco was involved. Roy Belson was absolutely involved. The school committee, Paulette Vanderkloot, Anne-Marie Cunyo. You weren't playing soccer, were you, Anne-Marie? You and your husband, Mike, were you playing soccer when this varsity coach incident went down? The varsity coach, was he the soccer varsity coach? I don't know. Anne-Marie Cunyo, we're going to ask about the corporation and the soccer. Who's running this school? George Scarpelli? Oops. Oh, he's on trial. Defendant George Scarpelli. Oh, don't worry. It was just a little issue about rape. Now, according to sources in the Boston Globe, earlier this month, the Boston Globe, page D5 and front page, Scarpelli allegedly was told about the hazing in the showers, did nothing about it. The hazings continued, and then the rape allegedly happened. Now, we'll get the transcripts from the court. We'll get the transcripts. We'll read them. But right now, the issue is Chief Sacco's son. Why the double standard if a Boston police captain and a Boston police commissioner let their sons go through the process? Why did Chief Sacco's son, Joe, just have his gun in his car, truck taken away from him, and la-di-da? The varsity coach, me getting assaulted, a senior citizen getting assaulted in the city of Medford. What does that tell you, Medford? And then they come after the victim because they don't like the victim. They don't like that the victim has been involved in public access TV since 1979. That's what they don't like. Community Media Medford. The election, 21 weeks away. Mark your calendar. November 7th, 2017. Let's get some fresh eyes on Medford. All right, it's 11:15. I got to get to my radio show.